Disney's not the only one fucking up by the numbers tonight. I still can't believe this is even happening. But I will say this. This dude, if this becomes viral for any reason whatsoever, he is going to be used as the litmus test by modern women to blanket shame all men in the Western world because he can't handle rejection.
All right, now listen. Rejection is a normal man's bread and butter.
It's how we learn.
Well, the thing is, when I was, in my younger days, when I was dick thinking and out, carousing the bars, it would literally be 4 to 5 weekends of going out just to get, 8 or 9 maybes.
Maybes, yeah.
2 or 3 yeses. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like 18 to 1. It's like 18 rejections for 1 yes,
You get used to
or
it.
12 rejections for 1 maybe.
Yep.
And like literally, there were times I went out and was shot down the entire night. And what I do? I drank some, fuck you, we're fighting in the parking lot, picked a fight. It was still a good evening.
I don't know who said it first, but I agree with it 100%. Rejection forges men and destroys women.
It's absolutely correct.
Unless you're this guy. A man sues woman for $2.2 million because she won't date him. She damaged my reputation. Now, I will say this.
Is this America?
This is not America.
Okay.
And, of course, there's no pictures of the people who are actually involved here. So this he's from Singapore. He's filed 2 lawsuits against a woman who won't date him, claiming she caused him emotional trauma after telling him she wanted to only be friends. Now, there are some things in here that make me question the version of events that we're getting, and you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
Now, the woman in this case is Nora Tan. The dude goes by Kay Koshigan. Put a lawsuit on hold. He originally put a lawsuit on hold after she agreed to attend counseling sessions with him, which apparently she did for a year and a half.
Wow.
Okay, now, riddle me this, ladies and germs. If you are not dating someone, and you have no intention of dating someone, do you go to couples counseling with them?
No. No, you shouldn't. That is ridiculous.
That's where I'm like, you know what? I really want to know what the rest of this story is, because who goes to counseling for a year and a half just to dodge a frivolous lawsuit that has no prayer of moving forward?
No, hey, this is Singapore. They execute. Is this Singapore where this took?
Singapore, yes.
Yeah, but they execute people for drug smuggling. They have morality police.
Okay.
I believe they're It's a Muslim nation. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure about that. If it is a very Muslim nation, then there could be some I don't want to get killed impetus behind going to couples counseling.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going on. I mean, that place is weird. I myself have never been there. Don't want to go. That was, I believe, Singapore was where they caned that one kid for spray painting a bunch of cars.
I'm not sure.
That little mother effer. So I saw some of the shit he did, and he's whining because they want to give him like six strokes of the cane.
Oh wow!
Now they're like, well, it's only 6. Now listen, that thing is like 6 to 8 feet long, and they have like a black belt. And he's like, hi-ya! And if you get if you pass out, they wake you up and continue.
They give him the neural whip like Jakar got on Babylon.
Yeah, and if it takes 2 or 3 days to get all your lashes, they'll make it happen.
Yeah, it's bad news bears.
So
wow. So apparently this goes back to 2016, and he was like all about her immediately, and she kept rejecting his romantic advances and eventually cut contact with him, and that's when he filed the 2 lawsuits. He filed one in a high court with a claim of $2.3 million for allegedly causing damage to his stellar reputation and trauma, depression, and impact to his life. And a second suit with a magistrate's court asking for $16,700 in damages for breaching an agreement to improve their relationship after she stopped attending counseling sessions.
All right, listen, from what I read in this article, that dude sounds like a spineless cuck.
That's exactly what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. A simstitute. No.
Now, depending on it's really the cultural divide here that's really would push this one way or the other. Because if this is, like you said, because I don't know for sure, if this is a heavily Muslim nation, she could be worried about her own life.
Yeah.
If this is just simp cuck mangina syndrome going on, then she very well could have been leading him along.
Or it could be a little bit of both.
It could be a little bit of
Yeah,
both.
we don't know.
Well,
But yeah, look.
I won't bang you, but I'll give you an awkward handy if you pay for my dinner.
Awkward hand. Jesus.
I don't know. What do you guys think? You think this guy's a simp cuck mangina, or do you think there may be more to this story that we don't know yet? Let me know what you think in the chat.
All right. Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I'm really curious here. So from 2016 to 2020, apparently after 4 years is when he thought that the friendship broke down and there was a miscommunication about the nature of their relationship. This actually comes from the secondary court ruling,
Yeah.
the magistrate ruling.
I'm wondering if there was like some kind of family set that up to be a marriage and there was dowries and all that
There
other
could have
crazy
been that
stuff.
too, yeah.
Because, I mean, that's my impression I'm getting from this story.
It's interesting. So those cultural divides, we don't know.
Those Muslim nations are insane. I mean, I told you the story about rolling into that one little town in Iraq where they just stoned this girl to death.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yep. So what did Bar One Studios has to say? Singapore, it ain't Muslim country, but they are ruled by Chinese tiger moms. Interesting.
All right.
Well, either way, this is a really interesting story. I'd like to know more about it. Whether or not this is the only piece we're going to hear from it, I don't know. It's still a very new story. This is just a little over a week old.
I know, but it's from Singapore, so there's no guarantees.
There's no guarantees of anything. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. If there is more to this story, we'll cover it because I'm interested. I want to know what I don't know. Because, just suing a woman because she won't date you. I've never wanted to date somebody that much.
No.
Not in a million years.
Now, listen, I'm going to be honest. There's maybe 2 or 3 incidents in my life where I was head over heels for a woman and literally, I got my walk-in papers immediately.
Oh, yeah?
There was no chance.
Balls.
And all of them are train wrecks today. All of them.
Well, chlamydia and abortions will do that to you.
Or, riding the Kiaka carousel
And we all
until
know
you
where
run
that,
out of time. Listen,
we all know where that carousel leads.
you can go from 18 to, hag in as little as 12 years.
If you do the drinking, you do the smoking, you don't take care of yourself, you pull the pin on the fat grenade, yeah.
Now, I've seen women who are very thin, 30, 32 years old. They look like they're 45, 50.
Yeah.
Because they start in high school.
Meth and dicks.
They party from like Thursday to Sunday.
Yep.
They're, 2 packs of cigarettes, and then they hang out in the tanning booth.
They always got to have something in their mouth.
And yeah, before you know it, they're 32, 33, and they got shriveled up, desiccated tobacco purses with nipples.
Yeah. And the tourist commission over at the ultimate destination is like, you're here early.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Oh, my Lord. Oh, yeah. But, that does happen.
It does. It very much does. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, and I'm sure, listen, let us know in the chat if you've come across any of those hot women you went to high school with 10, 12 years later that literally look like they got caught in the Malachi crunch. They got hit from both ends. The paint's destroyed. Windshield's gone. Grills jacked up. It looks like they drove 1,000,000 miles in like 2 years.
You're just describing like most of the chicks at my 10-year high school reunion.
You should.
I didn't even go to the 20.
No, at the 10-year, they were looking rough.
Yeah.
At the 20-year, they were done. And the 30-year, oh my God!
Oh, I can only
Wow!
imagine. Woo! Woo. Yep, it's good times.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.